Happy Friday, ISD 192 families. Mr. Berg back with my weekly distance learning update. Hope this message finds everybody well and hope you had an opportunity to enjoy some of the nicer weather, especially earlier this week that we were fortunate enough to get us outside of our house a little bit and walk around and enjoy that springtime fresh air. We were fortunate enough to be able to celebrate two very important groups within our district this past week. Wednesday was National Nurses Day. Nurses have been awesome in obviously keeping our kids healthy during the school year, but also have been some of our frontline workers in providing that emergency child care. So it was a special day to be able to celebrate all that they do and really to be able to see that flyover that took place across the metro area. If you didn't see that live, take a look at that online. It was pretty neat to see that flyover celebration, not only for our nurses, but also all of our frontline workers in the battle of COVID. And then, as most of you know, this week was National Teachers Week. A little different meaning this year as we're not being able to bring, have students and staff in buildings to celebrate face to face. But boy, was I impressed with how our Farmington Area Public Schools community came together to celebrate the staff in their building. And whether it was the chalk drawings and the creations that the Riverview families did in their parking lot and then took drone footage and sent that out, or the Meadowview community getting together and delivering signs to each of their staff members. I know that it's really, really hard to kind of keep that connection through distance learning, but I was very impressed how our community went out of their way to really show that support for our teachers. I know there's probably one big question out there as we continue to look towards the end of the school year is a lot surrounds about how am I going to get stuff back that my student left at school, and how am I going to deliver things that we have that we want to get back to the school. And so buildings are still working on those finalized plans for that. If you want to kind of mark off the week of May 26th, 27th, 28th as those times that we will be collecting and dropping off and deliver and having families pick things up as those dates. We're still waiting for some more direction from MDE and the Department of Health of what we can do to make sure that those drop-offs and pickups are safe, not only for families and our staff. So that information should come out in the next week and a half or so to really finalize those things. But if your student left something at here or you need to get something back, we will create that opportunity that last 2 weeks of school. So hopefully you guys can get out and enjoy this weekend. Going to be a little bit chillier, more of a kind of a fallish day, but still great times to get out and enjoy things. So have a great weekend. And remember, we are ISD 192.